Spirit you can't replace with no machine. Hello, America. Let me.
Here's a quick recap of what's happened. I cut off this factory little threaded bolt here. I grind it down here at the bottom so the bracket can fit. Then I drilled this hole right here for the bracket to hold on. What I'm doing now is painting the exposed metal with that spray can I just showed you, so I can prevent rust from happening later on. Pretty easy to get to this point. Undo sway bar, lower control arm, undo the caliper mounting bracket bolts, support it on a freaking bungee, take off these two screws, and you can just pull this right off. Easy day. Alright, with the rotor off, you're going to come down here. This thing needs to get grinded off or cut off. So what I do, or what I did on the other side, I just scraped off what I could so I could see what I was working with. Alright, so with my flathead screwdriver, I scraped off most of this rubber coating from the factory. Just doing this so I can see where I'm going to cut, and then the bracket actually needs some space right here as well for it to fit all the way up on this. Now, PPE on, very carefully. I'm going to grab my grinder with a cutoff disc and cut it right down here. Right in here. Alright, so I cut through here, but now I'm going to chisel and grind my way off. People say grinding is not an art, but it certainly is a technique, and you got to know what you're doing, so very carefully I'm going to do it. Alright, like most of you already know, this bracket goes here, and these holes have to line up, but in order for that to happen, you got to grind down right here so that this bracket fits like that. See that? Perfect. Alright, with these two bolts in the existing holes, you got to make sure that this is aligned to the mounting bracket of the caliper before you go and drill this hole right here. Easy day. Alright, last time I screwed up, this time getting it right. So the drill bit size is 25/64. And you want to drill it with the bracket on the arm. That way the hole doesn't move. And get it right the first time. One side done. Hey, real quick, all the work that I've done to this point, instructions that Honda provided. Alright, so I'm following the instructions, doing what they told me to do, minus taking off the trailing arms. I left them on the car. So the Honda instructions said that the spring purchase need to be raised 18 millimeters on each side, and I raised it 4 turns on each side for the spring purchase, and it's sitting about right. The way I adjusted the suspension, I loosened this up and then I spun this 4 times, 4 complete circles. And what I did, I marked with white right here with this little point, and I did it 4 times crossing that point.